Contraband TV. Man, what that shit do, Contraband? Man, y'all see the title. Y'all didn't think it was gonna be a part 2, huh? Yeah, I couldn't give y'all all of it on the first story. I just gave y'all a little introduction to Big Pretty, you feel me? I'm gonna tell y'all about Big Pretty. So me and Unc, after he introduced me to Big Pretty and shit, we walk in the yard. We circle back around the nigga Big Pretty, and I'm just sitting there looking at the fat ass nigga like, damn, this nigga huge, bro. This nigga hella big. So I asked Unc, I'm like, yeah, he in my unit. And when he moved in my unit, it was a young nigga that was already inside the unit, inside the room that he was supposed to be in. And I'm like, yeah, that young nigga moved his shit out as soon as Big Pretty moved in. I'm like, Big Pretty was moving in, the young nigga was moving out. So Uncle Will over there dying laughing like, nah, nephew. I'm like, yeah, man, that nigga, he wasn't playing. When we came back from yard, when y'all came back from yard, and he seen Big Pretty was his celly, he moved his shit out fast, man. He died dying laughing. And he was like, he black? I'm like, yeah, black. He like, he's straight. He's like, he don't fuck with blacks no more. I'm like, no more? What you mean no more? He was like, man, at one point in time, that nigga Big Pretty used to, fuck with blacks. I'm like, damn, yeah. I'm like, why he stopped? Not, you know what I'm saying? Like, why he stopped like that? Like, but, I'm like, shit, why he stopped? Like, you know what I'm saying? Well, he ain't like black meat no more. And he went to go to the pink meat. Pink meat is crazy, you feel me? He was like, nah. He was like, we forced that nigga to. He was like, man, he's like, Big Pretty been down since like 89. He was like, you don't know that Big Pretty was a football player? He got drafted by the Raiders. Now this is a story that's told to me. So I'm pretty sure that Unc ain't lying, and you know what I'm saying, Unc did a lot of time with this nigga, so he know, you know what I'm saying? So he like, Big Pretty been down since 89. He got drafted by the Raiders in 89, never played a game for him, and he caught his case. I'm like, so what he locked up for? He like, man, word has it on the streets that he killed his girlfriend and his girlfriend's parents. That he was fucking with a white girl. And he killed the girlfriend and the girlfriend's parents. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn. But then again, that shit do make sense because Big Pretty got 2 twin daughters that live in Vegas, and they light-skinned it. And they from Del Monaco. It's a hood out here called Del Monaco. They call it the Dust. Del Monaco Gangster Crip, I believe, is Del Monaco Gangster Crip. It's called the Dust. And truthfully, I think Del Monaco Bang neighborhood, it's crazy, Vegas gangs is crazy. But I think Del Monaco Bang neighborhood now, don't quote me on this, but I think Del Monaco Bang neighborhood now, because ever since the feds and the Las Vegas police shut down Crip City on the west side is a 6-0's hood. It's a 6-0's old hood, really. But ever since they shut down Crip City, all the 6-0's, they kick it in Del Monaco. So basically like the 60s in Del Monaco is like one hood type shit like now. Like that's where all the 60 be. Every time they throw a 6 times 10 and all that, they all meet up in Del Monaco because they know if they go to Crip City, shit gonna get shut down like that, bro. Vegas police ain't playing that shit in Crip City. So I think Del Monaco Bang neighborhood now, but don't quote me on that though, you feel me? But yeah, he got two daughters that's twins from the Dust, you feel me? So when Unc said that, I'm like, oh, okay. I've never met him before, but I heard about him, you feel me? So when Unc said that, I'm like, oh, okay, well, white girl and all that. Okay, for sure. I'm like, so what you mean that he don't fuck with blacks no more? What happened? He's like, man, back in like 92 or 93, they was in NSP. Now NSP was the first prison that was in Nevada, and it's in Carson City, I believe. Carson City is the capital of Nevada, so it's in Carson City. And NSP back in the day, boy, NSP was wild. They say NSP was like damn near like what's that shit in San Francisco? Alcatraz. They say that shit was popping like that. Old school. They got the bars. Old school. They got the bars and shit for the inside the in the front of the cell and shit. It got bars and shit. You feel me? Instead of the closed doors, it got bars and shit. So they said NSP, boy. They said NSP back in the day, boy, you lose your life in NSP, boy, for real. They said the guards was crooked, inmates was crooked, the staff was crooked, everybody was crooked, and shit, the fucking governor of Nevada and all that shit, they knew. You know what I'm saying? And that's back when, before Vegas was really popping like that, like with everybody moving there and all that. Reno was actually the main spot that everybody used to move to and everybody used to be at and shit. If y'all heard of the singer Johnny Cash, he shot a dude in Reno, and he did time in NSP. The singer Johnny Cash, y'all go look the nigga up. He shot a nigga in Reno. Shout out to my nigga Runner too. He said that in one of his raps too. I'm more like Johnny Cash. I shot a nigga in Reno. That shit was hard. But yeah though, so he like, yeah, NSP, man, back in like 92 or 93, he was like, shit, Big Pretty had some motion. He was like, he wasn't even that fat then. He was like, he was fat because he was a defensive lineman for the Raiders. That's what he got drafted as, a defensive lineman. So he's always fat and wide, but like he wasn't that big. You know what I'm saying? A couple years ago, like 10, 15 years ago, he wasn't that big. You feel me? And he said that shit, the nigga used to rape black, not rape, but grape. He used to grape black boys. You know what I'm saying? And he said one day he fucked with the wrong black dude. The dude was a young kid. He wasn't affiliated with nobody. He wasn't no blood, wasn't no Crip. He wasn't from Cali. No, where the young nigga was from, but the nigga was cellies with Big Pretty. Big Pretty raped him one day. Oh, I keep saying that shit. Damn. Big Pretty graped him one day, and the blacks wasn't having it. Like, he said the blacks wasn't having it. And shit, after they took the young nigga to the infirmary and all that, he said the blacks mounted up and stabbed Big Pretty like 15, 20 times. I'm like, damn, 15, 20 times and he still lived? And it was like, hell yeah, you see how big that nigga is? He was like, man, he took that shit, bro. Like, man, he like, nephew, that nigga took that shit. Like, he was like scratches to that boy. Like, you see how fat he is? Like, you have to hit an artery in that nigga. Like, he was like, and he knocked out like 3, 4 niggas, broke 2 niggas' jaws and all that. I'm like, yeah, well, how many of it was y'all that, you know what I'm saying, that attacked? He like, shit, I'm gonna keep real with you, nephew. He's like, I didn't even get into it. You know what I'm saying? He's like, shit, I let them niggas handle that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's why I told the nigga, like, I'll ride about this one. You feel me? I'm like, oh, okay. He like, yeah, but he was like, shit, they stabbed the nigga like 15, 20 times. He was like, and when he got out the infirmary, he was like, the nigga was like, you know what I'm saying? He ain't on that with blacks no more. He was like, but he had this white boy that he moved to the white boys because he had this white boy that he also had, took advantage of. But the white boy had moved out the cell, but he still had, Big Pretty, how them predators is. No matter where you at on the yard, as long as you on that yard, you still there. So you feel me? So he said that the white boy had moved units because the white boy got a job working inside the not the infirmary, but the intake office. Basically, he was working inside the intake office, and shit, he made a deal with Big Pretty that he was gonna send other white boys to him, as long as Big Pretty didn't touch him. He was like, for a minute there, Big Pretty, he was getting the first dibs on the white boys because the dude, used to work inside was working inside the intake, and he would assign the white boys to Big Pretty room. He's like, and even if he didn't assign the white boys to Big Pretty room, you know, Big Pretty used to have his ways. Even if he put them in a unit, Big Pretty would get him, you know. He's like, that story you heard about he's like, you ever heard the story about the candy bar? I'm like, the candy bar? I'm like, but niggas putting a candy bar on your pillow and all that? He was like, yeah. He was like, nigga, that shit real. He was like, this not no candy bar though, whatever it is, bro. It's soup, a honey bun, candy bar, coffee. He's like, man, you ever come back to your room and you see something that you didn't put there and it's on your bed? And you know, like, man, you next in line. You feel me? I'm like, damn. He like, yeah, man. He's like, that shit went on for a while, you know? He's like, after that, you know, Big Pretty, he just started, you know, liking on white boys because he knew the white boys wasn't gonna ride. You know, he's like, that was before the white boys started they little Aryan Nation, or, you know what I'm saying, A-Dubs, Aryan Warriors, I think is what they is. You know, he's like, that's before they started Aryan Warriors and all that. He's like, they just started that shit, like, 98. You know, he was like, but before that, he was like, yeah, Big Pretty got his ways of getting them boys, you feel me? I'm like, damn, so they stabbed that boy 15, 20 times, he still lives? He was like, lived? Man, that nigga still knocked out like 3, 4 of them and broke like 2, 3 jaws. He was like, it didn't really do nothing to him. He's the only reason why the fucking guards and all them came, because it was a big ass commotion. He's like, other than that, man, Big Pretty damn near walked out with scratches on him. You know what I'm saying? He was like, but they must have put some kind of fear in that boy's heart, because once he got out the infirmary, he said he wasn't fucking with blacks no more. He said he wasn't fucking with blacks no more. And he went to white boys, you feel me? He was like, shit. He was like, the last person I ever heard him even getting was a white boy up in High Desert. You know what I'm saying? He's like, in the white boys at that time in High Desert, the Aryan Warriors got at him. You know what I'm saying? They stabbed him. He like, man, Big Pretty been stabbed at least 50 times, bro. On different occasions, though. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're like, the nigga so big, that shit just, you gotta have something long and sharp, pause. You gotta have something long and sharp, though, to you know what I'm saying, to really go through that boy, to really go through him. Like, look at his stomach. Like, he gonna eat that shit. You gotta get through that fat first. Like, it's like cutting a steak with fat on it. That shit tough than a motherfucker. Like, so I'm like, damn, that nigga Big Pretty used to really, you know, wait till the nigga go to the shower, go to the yard, and boom, put a candy bar on the nigga. Yeah, put a candy bar. Boom, put a candy bar on the nigga. Big Pretty used to put a candy bar on the nigga head. I got a candy bar on your head, nigga. You mines now, nigga. Boy, I'm telling you, that shit crazy. I was like, damn. So he was like, yeah, that young nigga would have been straight, man. He's like, Big Pretty know what's up. You know what I'm saying? Next time we gonna kill that nigga, man. Like, we gonna unalive that nigga next time. Like, I'm like, damn, that's crazy. Like, niggas really used to, you know what I'm saying? Get candy bars put on their pillow and their bed, and cause I heard that story in the county, but the nigga ain't really believe it though. Like candy bar, man, who the fuck gonna take a candy bar? But then again, you gotta think about it, man. You hungry? You ain't had no sweets. You ain't had nothing. You probably thinking your celly put it on there or something, just looking out for you. Yeah, cause 9 times out of 10 it's right. It's on store day or right after store day. You know what I'm saying? So you probably thinking like, you know what I'm saying? Celly looking out for you or something. Boy, nigga tied this do-rag too tight, boy. Shit hurt like a motherfucker. I'm loose this motherfucker. But yeah, you probably thinking like your celly or something and put it on your bed or something is looking out for you. Especially you come back, you know, you got a whole welcome bag. You know what I'm saying? You got a soup. You got a half a beef stick in that motherfucker. You got a Slim Jim in there. You got a chili pack or something. You know, with some little Kool-Aid. And a candy bar, you like, oh, Sally, you ain't good looking, my nigga. You get to making that shit, you eating, your Sally come back, you like, good looking, bro, for this. He like, what? Good looking for what? He like, the food you left me. You like, nigga, I ain't leave you no food. You like, if you didn't leave me the food, who left me the food? Then all of a sudden, a 400, almost 500 pound man eating gorilla come at you like, yeah, I left you that food, boy. Your mine's now. Oh, man, come on, man. Ain't nobody got time for no shit like that, man. Ain't nobody got time for no shit like that, man. Because for sure, I ain't going out like that. Boy, pretty gonna get stabbed fucking with me. I'm gonna hit him in the right spot for pause. You feel me? But yeah, man. But yeah, that shit was crazy though. Uncle's like, yeah, man, that nigga would have been straight, man. Shit. That nigga Big Pretty ain't. Big Pretty know what's up, like, you know. But I just had to tell the nigga though, not this one. This nigga crazy. You feel me? So yeah, man, that's part 2 about Big Pretty. I got a couple more stories about him. I'm gonna let him linger for a minute though. But yeah, man, this is part 2 about Big Pretty, man. Big Pretty had shit on lock. He used to really get boys back in the day. You feel me? But also, I'm trying to look more into his case and see why he in there. I got my big homie. I'm trying to get the real story on why he in there. I've been Googling it and shit, but I don't know his name, you feel me? And every time I Google a Raider player locked up, they always pop up Henry Ruggs. You feel me? Or Raiders player in jail in the 80s. So anything like that, always pop up with Henry Ruggs, you feel me? That shit don't pop up, you feel me? When I pop up Big Pretty in Vegas, locked up in Vegas prison, them fake pages pop up, you know? So them pages, them not fake pages, but them fake stories with some black muscle-built ass nigga that look like that they say Big Pretty is, and that's not Big Pretty, bro. Big Pretty is a light-skinned dude, bro. Fat nigga look like Yokozuna with braids and glasses, bro. Imagine Yokozuna with braids and glasses, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? If y'all watch wrestling, imagine Jacob Fatu, a 400-pound Jacob Fatu. That's what he looked like, you feel me? And truthfully, that's a reason why I started this page. Because I was on YouTube and I seen that fake story on Big Pretty on 2 different pages. First I seen on the black dude page, and then I seen on the white boy page, and the white boy was basically co-signing that this is Big Pretty. And that's not Big Pretty, bro. Like, you know, so that's another reason why I started this channel, because I'm like, man, if y'all gonna put it out there, put the real out there. It might be a young dude that's, you know what I'm saying, fighting a case right now, that's out on bail or something, and he might know that he going to prison. He probably watching these channels to see what really Big Pretty really look like, to see what Big Pretty really about, so he can save his own ass, pause, inside this one, inside, you know what I'm saying, while he locked up. And y'all over here putting out fake stories and shit, you feel me? So that's another reason why I started this page, you know, because if you're going to put it out there, bro. Like, put the real out there. And also, Big Pretty is one of the most famous booty bandits in Vegas history. It's him, another dude called Mother Love, Egypt, and it's another one too, but I cannot remember this nigga name, man. But this nigga wasn't no booty bandit. He was just gating a motherfucker, though. Gating a motherfucker. And I got some stories coming up on this nigga too, though. But he was just gating a motherfucker. He used to fuck with a lot of the inmates up in there and shit, you feel me? But yeah, though, man, you know, that's another story on Big Pretty. Well, that nigga put a candy bar on your head. And not the candy bar like Bill Feasy candy bar. Not that kind of candy bar. But you're going to need a Bill Feasy candy bar for the nigga, though. Oh, free Feasy, too, man. All my Feasy fam, man. Free Feasy, man. Free that boy Bill Feasy, man. Yeah, man. So, man, that's it, man. Contraband TV. Like, comment, and subscribe, man. I'm out this bitch, y'all.